I'm the best.
I said I feel like I'm the greatest. I said I feel like I'm the greatest. I'ma be here when my time is up. I said I feel like I'm the greatest. One day you'll know when the time comes close. One day you'll know.
Today's episode was brought to you by the Comfort Experts. See us for all your heating and air conditioning needs. For more information, visit onehouraircarolinas.com. That's onehouraircarolinas.com.
Bring it on, man! Come on, Tornado! Let's go, make a call, guys. We got tornadoes in the air.
You're hearing a lot of price objections.
Make calls before the freaking electricity goes down. Let's go.
We got tornadoes and we're still making calls.
Gen Y, Gen X, Millennials, Generation Me, Generation Internet. You know who you are. You've been crushed, hit hard by this economy.
So if you're dealing with college debt, maybe you're even trying to move out of your parents' house or start a new business. Look, the only way you're going to be able to do that is to be able to produce and to get people to pay you what you're worth.
I'm fighting for your generation. I'm not counting you out. I believe in you. We're here to give young hustlers the advice and tools they need to succeed in the 21st century.
Boom, welcome.
Hello,
you like that
hello,
transition.
hello.
We're going right from the Periscope to the
Meriscope.
whatever it takes digital
I'm
business
gonna sneak over
network.
here, man. We've been spending so much time together,
We
Jared.
have,
I need to
man.
get a little closer.
We're getting close, man. Hold me close now, tiny dancer.
Oh, excuse me.
So look, this is Whatever It Takes Network. This is Young Hustlers. This is at Grant Cardone, and I am at Jared
and this
Glant.
show is for those of you who have not yet condemned the hustle. You ready to get it, baby? Let's go get it, man. Are you jacked up? Because I'm jacked up, okay? Look, the young hustlers, you guys out there, 18 to 32 years old.
Why are you taking my notes, man?
What, 80 million strong? 80 million. I'm believing you guys. Jared convinced me to do this show because he's like, you know what, man? You're the only guy that I hear from your generation that talks respectfully.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully.
Or respectably. Either way.
About people in our age group. And I'm like, yeah, man, I believe in the young hustlers. You guys,
Well, look, let's not kid ourselves. The best place to get information about where you want to go is from people that have been there already. But the truth is, if somebody's boring, if they're really vanilla and stale,
dude, most
and
people are
nasty
boring.
and crusty,
Look.
ugh,
How
come
many
on.
teachers did you have, okay, that were freaking, held your attention? I had one teacher in college. He was an ex-CIA guy, okay? I think his name was Turner, Cecil Turner.
Did you call him Detective Turner?
And I walked in class one day, he's like, dude, when you going to quit smoking all that weed every day? And I was like, he's like Gitmo. He looked inside my soul, man. He's like, when you going to quit smoking the weed? And I'm like, I'm not smoking weed. Sure, you're not. And then he didn't make me wrong, but he just confronted me enough. And he always kept the class excited.
Sure.
Interesting. I was like interested. I don't know how I was going to use whatever the class was. Don't even remember what it was. But I was interested in this guy because he had a presence, you know.
Yep. And look, I remember the best professor that I had in college was the COO of Pepsi.
Wow.
And I'm like, man, this is a guy I can actually learn something from.
Yeah.
And then I'd go to a class after that with a teacher who had never actually had any real world experience before. And I was like, so that's why I think it's so valuable what you do. Like, we're talking about phones today. We're talking about cold calls. And if you want to see what Grant does on cold calls, there's videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
He's actually doing it. So, you have
and
that
I'm doing it now.
affinity,
I'm not
right?
talking about something I did 20 years ago. I took a phone call 4 days ago on the phone. I know what's going on that phone call. And the point about the interesting educator, okay, is how do you stay interesting? Forget making every educator you ever had wrong, or your mom, your dad, your uncle, whatever. How do you stay interesting so you actually set hooks in people to where they want to stop whatever they were doing and say, this cat's different on the phone.
And so you have to be different, right? Because in most cases, they're literally just putting down the phone from the cat before you that was trying to sell them something too. So if you can't be interesting and you can't follow some of the simple, most basic, fundamental things about a cold call that we're going to discuss today, you're going to run into some roadblocks. And so that's why we're here today. So please call in 305 865-8668. We want to hear your questions.
We got Joey from Oklahoma, Joey, Alexa from Hawaii, Mike from the UK. We got Andrew from New York.
Man,
and
we already loaded up on call,
We got
man.
Rashad from Tennessee. And dude, we got so many people on freaking Periscope right now. One gentleman just told me on Periscope, he's like, Grant Cardone has 1,900, I didn't know this, 1,923 videos on YouTube.
Yeah, well, because those are just the public videos.
Yeah, public videos, training and education. Look, if you want that stuff for free, you can go there. 80% of what we do at this company is for free. Some things we charge for. For instance, we're going to be April 28th.
Dude, this webinar is going to be...
I'm knocking your head off,
I mean, this webinar, I'm telling you, has been the most requested, demanded, I mean, the fastest selling.
Never seen before by any person. You are the first to see this. This is our new ebook, okay? How to make millions.
And we are getting close to capacity, so you want to make sure that you get in there and buy your seat quick.
This is worth $800. Just the content in here, I guarantee, is worth $800.
Ooh, man, there's languages you haven't even seen before.
I'm in a live webcast to you, just like this. I'm gonna sit in a chair like this, and for 2 hours, probably 4 hours. I'm gonna promise you 2 hours. I've never done 2 hours in my life. I'll probably do 3 or 4 hours. I'll get all freaking jacked up, and I'll just start ripping. And I'm going to give you this ebook. When you sign up today, I'm going to give you, in addition to the ebook and the webcast, for $49, not $800, for $49, I'm going to give you 21 videos on Sell or Be Sold from my best-selling book. I'm going to give that to you in video format. Today, I'll give that to you today. It's only $49. You go to millionsonthephone.com. So, Jared, where do we want to start here?
Well, so we're talking about cold calls today, right? Because
yeah.
we're talking about phones on Tuesday. I mean, how many cold calls do you think you made in your life?
Well, I can tell you the first company I was making cold calls door to door, and after I did El Paso, Albuquerque, San Antonio, Fort Lauderdale. I was 30 years old. I'm flying to a city, and I'm cold calling. And I came back and I'm like, okay, I can't do it like that anymore. I was cold calling door to door, right? So what I would do is I would spend 3 to 5 days before I would go to a city. I made a shift in my methodology,
strategy,
in my cardonology.
GC
I didn't know what I was doing, man, but I knew this. I was committed. So the problem is it was taking so much time and so much money to fly to Fort Lauderdale, to rent a car, to get out of the airport, to find, this is before global maps and Google Maps, and
this is when you had a Thomas Brothers,
and to buy a list and to go contact the guy and to walk in and find out he wasn't even there. I had to learn how to use a phone to set up that city before I got to that city. When we come back, I'm going to show you exactly what I did to make all the cake in the universe.
Money.
Owning a home has many elements that have to be looked after. One of the most important elements is comfort, and your heating and air conditioning is priority. That's why we stop at nothing to provide on-time service and expertise for all of your heating and cooling needs. We are the comfort experts. We have the solution for all of your trickiest heating and air conditioning needs. That's why we brought you our show, The Comfort Experts. Every week we bring you tips and tricks to improve your home and bring you peace of mind with our quality service tips for home heating and air conditioning maintenance. Visit onehouраircarolinas.com to tune into our weekly updates and services for your home improvement. That's onehouraircarolinas.com today. The phone is the single most effective way to communicate directly with a customer. Did you know that 92% of businesses miss out on millions of dollars they could be making on the phone? And another 87% of salespeople miss their quotas? It takes 8 call attempts to land a prospect and another 5 to 7 calls to close a transaction. With 85% of customers reporting dissatisfaction with their phone experience, salespeople need to have a plan to meet their quotas. 80% of all transactions take place on the phone. Whether it's incoming, cold calls, prospecting, or follow-up, you need to know how to handle them in the most efficient way possible. Join Grant Cardone, international sales expert and New York Times best-selling author, for a live webinar, April 28th at 5 p.m. Grant will deliver over 2 hours of content on everything you need to know about phones. The How to Make Millions on the Phone webinar will show you how to dominate your industry and make the millions you deserve. Limited seating available. Go to millionsonthephone.com. That's millionsonthephone.com to register right now. One of the 92% of business owners that miss out on the millions of dollars you should be making on the phone? Here are 4 guaranteed tips to help you increase your success. Keep your end goal in mind. Have the attitude of service, not just selling. Have a strong voice so you can control the outcome of a call. The masters on the phone follow a plan and format. They know where they're going, and they know how to get there. What's yours? Join Grant Cardone, international sales and business expert and New York Times best-selling author, for his How to Make Millions on the Phone live webinar. Limited seats available. Go to millionsonthephone.com or click this video to find out more now.
Welcome back to Young Hustlers. Hey, let's pop out some shout outs to people that are chatting in the
Whatever it takes
on the network right now. Poncho Scotch, thanks for showing up today. Mike Costanza.
Yeah.
SD Harris, get your hustle on. Leviticus Rolay Jr. class is in session. That is right, and GC is the professor. So what is your take on leaving voicemails? They're never going to be returned. Don't even
you need to
that.
always leave a voicemail, and let me just say, leave a voicemail from the number you're at.
Yep.
I know I ended a sentence with a preposition. I get away with that because I got some cake. So check it out. Always leave a message, regardless of the fact that it's not going to be returned. And you need to leave a message from the phone call you called from, okay? So if I'm calling from a landline, do not leave your cell phone as the number to call back to. It's confusing to people. Wait, I see caller ID. See how technology's changed everything?
Yeah.
I got caller ID that says you're calling from a 0777 number, and you're telling me to write down a 5348 number. It's just too much work for me. So
Confusing, man.
Yeah, exactly.
There's already enough stuff to remember.
ahead.
So let's see. Jesper J, GC, and JG about to start a business and start cold calling. Would it be a waste to contact the biggest prospects first, or should I start with the small fish? Dude, I you know what I said? I said,
look, I know this. When you go fishing, you don't really have a choice, okay? I grew up in Southwest Louisiana. You go fishing, you take whatever you get, okay?
Right.
You get some red snapper. You get some big fish.
you get some crawdads.
You get some catfish. Sometimes you just get some freaking mud slimers, okay? Sometimes you get, what was the thing that bottom fed? Mullets. Sometimes you just get a mullet. Sometimes you just got to be proud getting whatever you got.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to start a business and think, oh, I'm just going after this or that, you're going to starve. You need it all. Okay. People ask me, I was in San Antonio. We did 7 meetings in one day. Couldn't get to the 8th meeting. 7 meetings in one day. And a guy looked at me and says, man, I got to ask you a question. Dude, why you hustle like this? Why are you still doing this deal? I'm like,
Man, you're hustling like you're broke.
yeah. I said, bro, I'm going to keep struggling. I'm going to keep hustling until I don't have to struggle the way I'm living life right now, okay? I know I'm a slave. I'm like a slave right now, being whipped on the back, right? Go. Why? Because I need the little feed, I need the medium size, and I need the big deals. They all come together. One day I'm talking to a guy about a $30 book, $49 product. Next thing you know, I'm dropping in on a guy at $1.5 million.
Austin,
You want to tell
Austin,
him the $200,000 thing I got going on? No, we better say that.
Yeah, no, we
okay?
better not.
But-
Austin Gooch has a great question. I just like that
what is
last
it?
name. That's what I wanted
But
to
I
say
want to
that.
give you guys
Gooch.
3 things to think with while you add the questions and comments, whatever it takes. 3 things you need to know about a phone. Well, first of all, the 4 things. Okay, number 1, you can make more money on a telephone than any other single way in the world. The phone is more powerful than the internet and social
people are
media
actually
combined.
they're trying to push away from it.
Yeah, dude,
right.
what-
Like you could sell over social media. I mean, you can.
I'm gonna
but,
tell
like,
you, if you came to me and said, Grant, if God came to me, hey, young man, you young cursor,
Grant, this is God.
young man, you have situation. God's got to be Chinese.
right?
It's the most ancient, right? Right? So, hey, God says, Grant, I am about to remove the telephone, the internet, or social media. Which one would you like to keep? Give me that phone, brother. Brother man, give me the phone.
Come on,
You know
God.
why? Because that phone's
Make the right
a direct,
decision.
Now, clearly, if the internet and social media went down, the phone might not even work anymore. I don't
Well, you
know,
just
but
go back to the phone book, man.
the point is this, okay? Look, you need to be committed that the phone is a way to contact more people. It's actually 8 times cheaper for me to call somebody than to go see somebody. 8 times cheaper.
Sales Hustler says that the phone is the most that made Apple the most successful company ever.
Yeah, totally. Okay, there's more phones on planet Earth than there are people on planet Earth. There's 1 trillion, almost 1 trillion phone calls made in just the United States of America every year. 1 trillion. Wow. Look, I can't use the internet and talk to somebody. I can't use Facebook to qualify somebody quickly with a decision maker because let's face it, the owners of companies are not on Facebook. They're not. Okay? It's the players in the organization that are playing on Facebook. 3 things in addition to being sold on the phone. Words matter. How you say something or the words you say matter. Number 2, time is going to kill you. It's going to kill you on a phone call. It used to be the longer you could spend with somebody, the better off you are. Because they just got a telephone. That was freaking 100 years ago. They couldn't wait to play on their phone. Oh, yeah. Today, it's like, don't even call me, text me. So you got to catch up with the times, folks.
And then number 3,
voice, baby.
Voice inflection and tone.
Did you hear what I just said?
What?
Voice inflection. I know people. I've met people. I mean, freaking master salespeople. They could tell you to F off, and you would actually be like, wow, thank you so much. Other people give you a compliment. I'm not being critical. I'm not being negative. You ever heard somebody say that? You know, I'm not being negative. What's the next word? But. Yeah, but you an ass. Okay. All right. So look, 3 things. Words matter. You got to get it handled. Time is going to kill your deals. You got to get on that call and off that call quick and set a bunch of hooks. So people are like, that cat is different. In fact, I'm going to be giving you exact example of this April 28th, millionsonthephone.com. It's a 2-hour webcast.
Dude, we're covering stuff like how to handle price on the phone, how to fill up a pipeline, how to get past the gatekeeper, how to create urgency so people actually take action now, how to close on the phone, how to separate yourself from the competition, how to qualify on the phone.
Qualify. Do you guys know what that means to qualify on the phone? Hey, are you the decision maker? If I had something that did exactly what I just told you it would do, listen to the voice, the tone,
you
the
have
confidence,
to,
the attitude.
Yeah, you have to like.
If I had something that did everything that I just said it would do, are you the decision maker, or would you have somebody else involved? You have to know that. If you don't know that, you're freaking sitting there having a conversation.
And there's
with
a way to
person.
ask the question without making the person on the other end of the phone feel
like these guys were watching me on the phone the other day. We were recording. And I had a guy on the phone. And I'm like, look, there's only two reasons someone wouldn't do this. Either number 1, you're not the decision maker, or number 2, you don't think they're going to use it. That's it. It's the only 2 reasons. Why was I doing that? The sales guys, why'd you say that to him? It's only 2 reasons you're not going to do it. First of all, I'm telling you, you're an idiot if you don't close. That's how I got away with that. You're freaking stupid, and or you're not the decision maker, or you're not in control because you can't get your people to use the product. That's the only 2 reasons you're not going to do the deal. So what am I doing right there? I'm using voice, tone, inflection, attitude. I'm using words to mold and to find out, do I even have a decision maker here? And I'm selling my product.
So some other stuff that we're going over, what never to say on the phone, how to get a 5 times increase, 500%
500%.
In
that's
your
what 5X
show rate.
is.
Okay, your increase rate to increase your close rate to over 200%, and how to use the phones to literally
now,
make
let me ask
millions.
you, if everything that Jared, if half of what Jared just read I could deliver to you, would it be worth $49?
Man, if you could just increase my show rate.
Millionsonthephone.com. Okay. If you don't want to do the millions, go to 10milliononthephone.com, because I'll deliver both of them to you. I'm telling you, I'm not overpromising. I don't overpromise. I overpromise and then I overdeliver. That's what I'm going to do for you on April 28th. But you need to hook up today if you're going to hook up, because I'm going to give you the ebook. I'm going to give you 21 videos and 1 chance to win a seat on my plane on the Big Bird. We're going to fly in the sky.
130,000 U.S. troops will transition out of active duty within the next year. 2 out of 3 new vets will find it difficult to transition to civilian life. 48% of veterans are unemployed, and every day 22 vets commit suicide. For the largest workforce on the planet, success may seem out of reach, but they have more potential than they realize. And while that might be overlooked, they have whatever it takes to make an impact in everyday life. And with the right guidance, we can get them through their transition and help them achieve massive success in their professional and personal lives. Grant Cardone, New York Times bestselling author and international sales and business expert, advocates success as one's duty, obligation, and responsibility. He has proven that in order to achieve massive success, training and high levels of discipline are required. U.S. troops possess unmatched levels of honor, integrity, and discipline, and that's what it takes for success. Grant Cardone is now giving free access to the world's #1 sales training online university to all members of the military. Grant Cardone Sales Training University for Veterans will give troops the tools and resources they need for everyday life. Tools that will bring massive success, achievement, and the confidence to handle any situation and any challenge. Because the more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in battle. Grant Cardone Sales Training University for Veterans, available now for any member of the military. To find out how to get free access, visit cardoneuniversity.com/vets. That's cardoneuniversity.com/vets.
Come on, tornado! Let's go, make a call, guys. We got tornadoes in here.
You're hearing a lot of price objections.
Make calls before the freaking electricity goes down. Let's go. We got tornadoes and we're still making calls.
Dude, I love that. We had tornado warning. Everybody in there still making calls.
Awesome, right? Awesome.
Right? So look, cold calls, they'll make or break you, man. They'll make you business. They'll make you successful. I know they did a wondrous thing for this man here. I'm trying to follow along in his footsteps. But look, 3 things you have to understand about a cold call. 1, your words matter. Dude, if it doesn't get you closer to the sale, it gets you further away from it. Time is a killer of all deals. People want information in a really short
Fast,
period
man.
of
You
time.
got to get on, find out if you have the decision maker, find out what the problem is, and let them know you can solve that problem, set hooks, find out if you have that decision maker. Can you get an appointment with them? Get off that phone call, okay? And then lock that appointment up. That's 2 minutes. I guarantee you, most of you cannot even tell me your presentation in 2 minutes. You'll spend 2 minutes rattling on and on. Hey, my name's Grant. Like, let me tell you one major mistake people make. Building rapport at the beginning of a call is a major mistake today. How's things going?
How's the weather where you are?
Who cares, dude? Is this the weather report? Are we doing what was that cat's name?
Who's your
in Lake
favorite
Charles?
baseball
Robin?
team?
Robin what? I remember his name. He was the weather guy. He ended up in the hospital. He had something that stuck up him or something. It made it to the newspapers, okay? Hey, let's take a call. How about Joey from Oklahoma? Can you guys even remember the 3 tips I just gave you? Because I'm telling
Joey
you.
from OKC.
If you're ever going to make $1 million, I guarantee you, Joey, you will have to use the telephone. I don't know of anybody that's made it that didn't use a phone to make a contact. What's happening, man?
What's up, Graham? What's up, Jared? How you guys doing? This is actually Tyler Dodd. Joey ended up with a customer just now, and he wanted me to go ahead and plug him at Joey David 0731.
At Joey David 0731. We're following at Joey David.
Absolutely, you are. And I am here at Classic Chevrolet today. My question is to you, I've got a couple things going on right now. I'm in car sales, as well as starting a distribution business for e-liquid, and that's Omen Vapors, OHMEN Vapors.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and what my question is, man, is on the cold call tip, what I'm trying to do is get out to these local shops. And I really have a feeling like the decision makers are always going to be there at these small brick and mortar places.
Yeah.
Is it better for me to just show up, or is it better for me to go ahead and try and hit them on the phones first?
Well, I think in a localized business like yours, where like you're looking for people that are in your direct market, then that's a situation where an in-person cold call can actually go a long way. Like what Grant said, you can also set that up by, hey, I'm going to be in the area. I want to come by. I want to say hello to you. Do you plan on being there? You go around and you make those calls, 4 or 5 days before you actually start going out in the field, so that you can actually set up appointments and then end up just dropping in on people anyway. So
absolutely, call management, right?
Yeah, great question. So thanks for your call, man. Appreciate it.
Omen Vapors, OH.
Good deal. So now we have Alexa from Hawaii. Now, if you don't know who Alexa is, Alexa sent us
Dude, that is
these
so awesome.
beautiful pictures that she painted. She sent me one with the girl's ass on it. Love that.
Did she really?
Yeah, she did.
Wow, man.
Alexa, you there?
What is this?
Aloha, Alexa.
She says, hey, Grant, you're such a huge inspiration in keeping me motivated to live up to my potential. Keep on inspiring my generation to be more ambitious. Aloha to you and your beautiful family.
Alexis,
okay, thank you so much for this.
Alexa's makingwaves.com. No G on the making.
I love that
Alexa's
wave, right?
making waves. What's your question, Alexa?
Robert, you ever been in a wave that big? No, you haven't, Robert.
Yeah, I've heard some stuff that I probably shouldn't have. It was a little out of my league.
But I guess I don't really have a question today. Last week you guys told me to call back, and I wanted to, I follow directions.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
good.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Great
Well,
job.
we
Thank
really
you so much for
appreciate the
doing
gifts.
this. What's your website, Alexa?
Alexa'sMakingWaves.com.
AlexaMakingWaves.com.
Alexa's plural making MAKIN waves.com.
We'll put it on
Yeah.
the thing, and you can go. You got some good photos there for people to look at?
Oh, yeah, I got the whole portfolio up there. Yeah, and it's as if there were apostrophes, like Alexa is making waves. That's how the website, Alexa's making waves.
Let me ask you, what percentage of the time do you use the telephone to market and brand your business?
Not really.
You scared of it, huh?
No, but
You're like,
She's
I
an
use
artist. She's
I'm
like,
gonna
I'm
use
an
a paintbrush.
artist.
I'm not going to use a phone.
My art will
so
speak
Alexa,
for itself.
look, I want you to join me. I want you to join me on millionsonthephone.com. And
you want to get in front of the Surfrider Foundation? Pick
Yeah.
up the phone, Jack. Or Alexa.
The only reason I know people that are so scared of a telephone. I'm like, why are you so scared of it? Oh, I don't know. Look, you're not trained. You're not educated. Okay. And by the way, if you're scared to use it, that might be indicating to you something. That's where your real growth is. Because I can get to so many people. Let's say I drop Jared off in San Antonio. First of all, he's got to get from Miami to San Antonio. In the amount of time it would take him just to get there, how many phone calls could I make to San Antonio? See, if you really understood the power of a phone, you'd be on it all day long. I mean, it'd be what you'd be doing all day long to get your brand out, your market out, to set hooks, to create interest, to create urgency, to determine decision makers. Look, you can't just buy a list. Everybody's trying to buy their way to success. You can't buy it. You got to work your way there, all right? Okay, Mike from the UK.
Hello.
Hello, Mike. Not mate. They don't do mates.
Hello,
over there, do they?
Mike.
Hey, can you hear me all right, guys?
I can hear you all right, guys.
Bollocks.
Hey, how much of the time do you use the telephone?
Every day.
Every day.
A couple of hours a day at least.
Yeah.
Couple of hours.
On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being perfect, how would you rate yourself?
I'd go for a number 8 there.
Wow.
What did he say?
Number 8.
Good. Okay.
How much is that in pounds?
Call me
How
right
much-
now. Let's see what you got.
Ring, ring, ring.
Ring, ring, ring. Yeah, what's up?
Oh, hey guys, it's Mike here from Eagle Consultancy in London.
Yeah, Mike. What's up? What you need? What you got?
Well,
Why are you calling me? I don't know
needed
you.
to talk to you guys. I've just been dealing with another law firm just around the
That's
corner
good.
from
That
you,
was
and
good.
I really
That was
need to
good.
talk to you about your mailroom technology. We have got some things which are really going to blow you away.
Oh, I want to be blown away.
Quantify blow me. Blow me away. You know what I meant.
But guys, I've got a question for you, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to be on the webinar next week on my birthday, which is going to be awesome. What I need to know is, are we going to cover the first few seconds of the calls?
Yes.
Because that
Absolutely.
is where I'm really,
Absolutely.
really struggling.
First
Yeah.
15 seconds is like it's crunch time. It's critical point where you have your opportunity.
And why do you ask that question? Why do you know those first 20 seconds are so critical in a cold call?
Okay, well, my Eagle Consultancy, I deal with law firms and barristers' chambers, okay?
Yeah.
And when I do eventually get to these head of chambers or decision makers, it's the first few seconds that count. These guys are just going to be ruthless, and I just want to really get the hook in instantly, and that's where I'm kind of needing a bit of help.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're gonna handle that.
Because you know those first 20 seconds are everything. It's the make or break moment. And I'm going to tell you, there's so many mistakes people make in that first. Hey, for instance, I'll just give you one simple mistake. Never use your first and your last name in the opening, ever. In fact, you could probably get away with not using any part of your name. Because when somebody picks up the phone, they're not thinking about, well, who is this on the phone? What they want to know is why you're calling. Because I could literally call myself anything at this point. ABC, Bob, Grant, John, Jared, Julie.
Waffles.
Okay, I could call myself anything. They're going to forget it. I mean, unless I'm Kanye, or I'm Donald Trump. That'd be the only time that you'd want to use a phone. And in that case, you're probably having somebody else make that phone call to you, set up an appointment. Mr. Trump wants to talk to you. He might run for president again, which is completely ridiculous, okay? So I hope that helps, man. I look forward to having you on the phone. By the way, share on Twitter. You got to share on Twitter. I registered for millionsonthephone.com to
Qualify for the jet
qualify to win the seat on the jet, all right? So what are we
Andrew-
talking about? Real quick, though, I want to remind everybody what we're
Cold
talking
calls.
about. Words matter. What are you saying that matters? Oh, man, that's a problem. We can't do that. That's not possible. Call me back. I don't know. These are just a few examples of things that'll be like complete turnoffs. In addition to but. The word but means you're about to basically undo everything this person just said they weren't going to say. Okay, Number two.
This is one page, by the way. This is one page of the ebook.
This is the ebook.
This is one page of it. There are 18 mistakes. If you make one of these mistakes on a cold call,
you're going to blow the call.
You're going to blow the call. You get hung
That's
up
why
on.
you guys hate the call, because you never mastered the call. Okay, you play. You're amateurs. You're not pedophiles, but what are they? What's that thing that when you're daffodils? What are they called? When you're an amateur.
A grasshopper.
Nah, there's a word. Okay, let's talk to
Andrew.
David Worth in Ohio, who might be a pedophile. Dilettantes is an amateur.
I like daffodils better.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, Jared.
That ain't Jared.
Man, how are you
That's
guys?
the
What's up, man?
Godfather of
How are you?
sales. This is the Godfather of sales
Jared,
and business.
you remember me. You know me from Dave from Cincinnati. Hey, listen, you made a point earlier about voicemails, and actually, just so you know, I sell over the phone. I've been selling over 20 years solely over the phone. I sell marketing and advertising.
How much money? How much revenue have you generated from the telephone in your career?
In my career?
Yeah.
20 years, over $20 million.
Dude, that's awesome, man. How much of your $20 million has been generated because of a phone?
All of it. That's all.
Folks, you listen to this cat on the phone? I don't know if this guy might be a call-in. We might have faked it, made up the whole deal.
Jared knows me. I've talked to Jared numerous times.
Yeah. So I'm just telling you, this guy's telling you, David Worth in Ohio, $20 million. He's generated all of it over the phone.
And he did that in 20 years. I got a guy sitting right next to me that did that in one phone call. So if you want to find out the story behind that.
My wife was with me, David.
Yep.
We were in the Caribbean on a ship. I'm out on the deck. My wife's inside. I'm out on the deck. I'm working this deal. The deal was back on the mainland.
You got
dropping a little tourist talk there. And I'm working a deal, dude. There's 38 buyers on the deal. When I hung up the phone, I walked into the cabin and told Elena, I said, I think we just made $20 million. Okay, that was 28 months ago. Okay, swear to God. How confident was I, Elena? She's in here right now. I said, I think we just made $20 million. And it was a phone call. I never even met these people. There's lawyers, there's a board. I use texting, I use video, and I use phone calls and never met anybody. Literally, if the guy walked in the room right now, I'd be like, dude, who are you? Oh, yeah, you're that guy? Good to have you here. You got another 20?
Hey, guys, can I just tell you one thing about
Come on, man, bring it.
About the voicemail. You had mentioned that. Voicemail is actually critical to having success in people, in engaging people. The reason being is because, first off, when you get in with somebody on the phone, as you mentioned before, and I'll reaffirm this to your listeners, you have to make sure that you get right through to the right person. There's a million other people in the company, or maybe not a million, but there's a lot of other people to talk to. You got to make sure you get through to the right person. But a lot of times you're going to get voicemail. That's just the nature. If you're talking to, and I sell high-level executives, so these people aren't sitting around. You get their voicemail a lot. But if you leave the right voicemail message, the key is to get them to call you back.
Hey, call me back!
Call you back, they're on your time, okay? So when they call you back, they're more engaged with you because they called you, they're on your time. And the success rate with those people is much, much higher. So I would just recommend don't underestimate voicemail. If your listeners are...
Dude, people underestimate the voicemail all the time.
He's talking, man.
Like, I'm agreeing with you right now, dude. You're so right. Like
voicemail is actually very... I'm being totally serious when I tell you this because I know a lot of times people, they think, hey, voicemail...
I don't need to leave a voicemail. They're not going to check it. If I leave it, they won't call me back.
But see, here's the key thing, though. Today, selling over the phone today is actually much easier than it was 10, 15 years ago. And I know I've been doing it for over 20 years now.
I agree with that, man. You know what is so nice? It's so nice to hear you say that.
And the reason it's easier today than it used to be is really simple. Most people are so engaged with electronic media, whether it's the internet, email. Now you've got social media, texting, what have you.
Yeah.
That most people they're not getting as many phone calls as they used to. So that's one thing that's easier today is with the gatekeeper. A lot of secretaries. That's all they used to do is be the gatekeeper to field out sales calls.
Sure.
But now they're not doing that as much, so they're happy to put you into voicemail. I do it all the time. I left right now it's noon in Cincinnati, or I'm sorry, it's 1:30 in Cincinnati, Ohio. I've left already at least 30 or 40 voicemails just today. Now, my phone will be blowing up here this afternoon with people calling me back.
Danny, you got to go, brother. Got to go. Let's talk to California. Jesse from California. What's up, baby?
Hello?
Hello, Jesse from California.
Hey, Jared, Grant, how you guys doing
What's
today?
up, bro?
Awesome. Hey, thanks for taking my call. Hey, I just wanted to, I'm at Jesse Stroop on Twitter, by the way. Just wanted to, man, I'm so excited for Millions on the Phone. My entire business has been wrapped around this, and what Grant brings to the table with all your books, the 10X rule, is just phenomenal. I make all my sales calls every single day. Everything that you guys preach and talk about and teach, thank you guys. So I just wanted to say one thing. I tried to call in the other day to give you guys a testimonial. I took something that Grant said. I can't remember what book, but it was Omnipresence. I think you talked about it in the 10X rule.
Yeah.
I created a 400-person, I'm a mortgage banker, a 400 real estate agent list from scratch. I call them 3 days a week for 2 hours a day, and now I'm getting to where Grant was talking about in one of the books, where when I say Jesse Stroop, people are already associating my name with mortgage lending.
There you go, bro. There you go. Now he's giving
That's how you're supposed to do it, man.
Jesse's given an example of now separating himself from the rest of the field.
First on mind, top of the mind.
First in the marketplace. Do you know who gets the most money? First in the marketplace, okay? Like if I can dominate the space, I can get a premium for my services. All right.
Let's talk to Andrew in New York. Andrew,
dude, thank you for calling in. By the way, have you subscribed, registered for Millions on the Phone?
Absolutely, man. I'm waiting on you guys. I'm waiting for the 28th.
Did you get the 21 videos yet? Did I get you the 21?
Not yet.
No.
How do I get that?
Call back. No.
Okay.
Stephanie, make sure we got his data so I can get him the 21 videos. Look, if you've registered already for millionsonthephone.com, how many times have I said that? It's millionsonthephone.com, okay? Look, if that bothers you that I'm pitching my product, you got a problem pitching your product. It's called millionsonthephone.com.
Says more about them than it does about you.
Yeah, you're bitching, you're criticizing, you're rejecting my strategies. Says more about you than it does about me, okay? I'm the one with the plane, bitch. Okay? So look, I'm not giving up on my strategy. My strategy works, okay? It's the strategy that your parents taught you. Don't persist, don't push, don't be a nuisance, don't bother people. None of that's working, man. Look, if you want to be the president of the United States, you got to get half the country to hate your guts. All right? Hillary's already there.
Yep.
Okay? So otherwise, we wouldn't be able to call her by our one name. Do people know your one name? Because if you're still having to go by two names, man, ain't nobody knows you.
J-Rod.
Yeah. And by the way, success is not a popularity contest. You are no longer a junior in high school looking for everybody to like you. Elaine, I can't see.
Let's go, Andrew from New York.
You drink a lot of water, but
Andrew from New York. What's happening, brother? How are you?
What's up, man? It's Andrew from Long Island, New York, at Andrew Iliano A1. I have a quick question for you guys. So at my office, we've been making like a bunch of calls a day to old clients and following up with old clients.
Like over 65 or?
Old clients,
like older, like people, or like?
I got them in the room with us.
That we've had for many years.
Oh, okay.
My two sisters are here right now, okay?
And we want to make the trend, we've made some
He's not even
calls
listening to me.
We've found more success with recalling clients we already have. So I was wondering, if you recommend putting more emphasis on the older clients, or if you really strongly believe that the cold calling is the way to go.
Dude, I don't care how so old somebody is. Like when I go to the bank and I deposit $100,000, they don't say, well, is this old people's money?
No, not their age. I mean, old clients, meaning like clients we've had for a while, like clients who we sold to before.
Yeah, I understand, man, but I'm just not. I mean,
that's not even a cold call, man. That's a warm call. They already know you. They know your company. They've expressed interest or something.
Mexican money. I take Canadian money. I take freaking peso. I take it all, dude. I don't care what the money is. I know how to convert shit.
Oh.
You old, you young. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not prejudiced. I just don't hate people.
Okay, I see. All right.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Look, there's 7 billion people on planet Earth, okay? If I could figure out how to talk to 8 billion of them, I would. little African village over there where they don't have any money. I want to talk to
Somalia.
somebody there because you never
Somalia.
know. Some guy in Somalia might know some guy in Southern California that's got some pop. You see what I'm saying? Now, the question now is, the bigger question is, what message do you leave? What hooks do you set? Do you get their attention? And also, do you spend too much time with people that can't buy, won't buy, and aren't interested in your product? All right? You in Toronto, man? You in Toronto?
No, he's in New York.
You're in New York. They got internet in New York. Are you going to be watching millionsonthephone.com?
Absolutely.
It's millionsonthephone.com.
Have you gotten your 21 videos yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay, you're going to get your 21 videos today. You're going to get your ebook the night of the event. You're going to find out whether you won the ticket. I mean, the seat on the plane. You'll find out on April 28th. When, where, and if you're the guy sitting in the seat next to me. All right? What do you drink, by the way?
Looking forward to it.
What do you drink, man?
What do I drink?
Yeah, what do you drink?
Water, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll get you some water on the plane. We have some 10X water on the plane, okay, right there. We have some 10X water. By the way, when you come on my plane, folks, okay, we have a new policy.
Clear liquids.
The only thing you get to drink on my plane is clear liquids, okay? If you want a Bloody Mary, it's going to be vodka without all the bloody stuff. Because when you spill it, I don't want to see it on my damn carpet, all right? Eats from Toronto. 2 more calls, and we got to get out of here.
Yeah,
Jerry.
we got to go.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
I got to go make some phone calls. Because I'm getting ready for millionsonthephone.com. You going to be there?
Is it www.millionsonthephone.com?
You don't have to do the W's anymore. Only my sisters would put that in.
Okay. So just millionsonthephone.com.
Millions on the phone. I was listening to a politician the other night. I think Rubio, the youngest guy of the group, he says, and you go to my website, www. I'm like, really? Bro, okay. I mean, come on. You don't need to do that anymore. It's freaking stupid. Eads from Toronto. Hey?
Eads?
Hey.
Hey, B.
You're fucking up the name, buddy. What's up?
Eads? AIDS?
Dude, I'm messing up your name is not my problem.
How do you
it's
say
your
it?
problem. I'm sorry that it's
like Eve Saint Laurent. Here, give me a time question.
Eid.
Anyways,
yeah.
Eve from Toronto, man. What's up, boy?
Hey,
what's up, brother?
Come on, man. Am I picking you up in Toronto?
You could be, brother. Anyways, listen, I got a quick question here. I'm not on your show here. I don't know what's going on, but it's just left the restaurant here.
All right.
How do you guys pitch the pitch? How do you guys pitch the pitch? I'd like to hear it.
How do you what?
How do we pitch?
The pitch. Ring, ring.
Ring, ring?
Pitch the what?
Oh, you want me to pitch you?
Pitch the pitch. Yeah, how do you get through the life if you're
Yeah.
trying to close the hobby?
Yeah,
Go
you
after the wife first,
join me
later?
April 20. You join me April 28th. I'll show you how to pitch the pitch, bro.
No, pitch the bitch, brother.
Oh, pitch. Get through the gatekeeper? Dude, I'm going to spend 25 minutes on just getting through gatekeepers, okay?
Okay, beautiful. She's the biggest one. Will we not agree on that?
Oh, yeah. No problem. And I'll handle that. No problem, okay? A lot of times I'm not even trying to get through that person. I'm just going to show you how to win her over to get to the person I need to get to. By the way, you guys don't underestimate that person at the gatekeeper.
Influencer.
Okay. Look, I know gatekeepers. First of all, some of you guys try to sell me stuff. Y'all don't even talk to my wife or Sherry. You can't win Sherry. You're not selling me because I'm never going to know you exist. Or if I do, because you want to go around Sherry and you want to use Facebook and like, oh, your people are like I had a guy send me an email today. I said, look, you need to talk to Sherry about the phone thing. I said, we're interested. We will buy a new phone system. I hate the phone system we have right now. What is it?
I've got no clue, and if I did, I'd tell everybody.
Yeah, I would tell everybody not to ever purchase it. Maybe Sherry can tell me what the phone system is because I'd like to ruin their business because they're ruining mine, okay? So I tell the guy, we're a buyer for a new phone system. You need to talk to Sherry. He emails me back. Can Sherry make a decision on a phone purchase? I'm like, dude, that's stupid. I'm telling you, I'm not looking at it unless she looks at it. And then he tries to come around. I'm like, don't do that. It's not cool. Because then Sherry's going to say what? Man, I don't want to do business with these people. So you got to figure out that gatekeeper, because the guy from Toronto was calling her a bitch. You got to change the way you think about that person. Because if you're approaching the person as a bitch, whatever that means.
The only person that's going to be a bitch is you when you don't get that deal,
because
son.
It's going to come through in your tone and your voice inflection and your attitude and your words and everything. Hey, let's take Pavel from Sweden.
How do you say that, Paulie?
I got friends in Sweden.
Hey, guys.
Swiss bakes, Swiss cheese,
Come
Swiss
on, man.
chocolate.
Come on,
man.
Have you sent me some Cuban cigars?
Absolutely. How
Have
many
you
do
sent
want?
me a picture of your sister?
No problem, sir.
Swiss.
Good, because I know those Swedish women are beautiful.
Do you want me to send a picture of her naked or with clothes?
Dude, man, that's nasty, man.
Dude,
Why,
I
you know,
can't believe
you,
you
went
went
over
there,
the line
man.
there, man.
He wants
You
to
got
send
his
a
wife's
picture
right
of
here.
his
His wife's
sister. My
sister's
wife's
right
right here
here.
with me, man.
Inappropriate, man.
Hey,
Are all the Swedish people as inappropriate as you?
It's all right, man. What's your question? I kind of.
Okay, so my question is, I work as a mortgage advisor, and I got a lot of clients over the phone always asking me for the rates, and I've been trying to figure out that I want to give them all the information they need over the phone, but I know they're shopping me, so I don't know.
Yeah. Here's the way you play the game. You want to answer this? Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm gonna say here.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, full disclosure is something that we always talk about. You want to give everybody all the options and all the information up front.
I want to basically give somebody so much information in that call. In texting, I want to text data that they cannot swallow. Or
Information
consume.
overload.
It's called information overload. It's a strategy where you give people so much information. Look, if you've ever, do you guys do turkey or you do Thanksgiving over there? Y'all don't have Thanksgiving in Sweden, right? Nothing to be thankful for.
You guys didn't have pilgrims over there, did you?
Nothing to be thankful for.
What about Indians?
Oh, we are so grateful that Peter didn't come take over our country.
Peter.
Do you have a day like that? Peter the Great, dude.
Who's Peter? I thought it was.
No,
I thought it was Christopher Columbus.
We have polar bears, man. That's
Okay.
why our women are so hot. They run around.
Oh my God, man!
In the stores naked.
You have polar bears that are naked there. Send me a picture of a naked polar bear, dude. I gotta see it. Okay. So
No problem,
the point is, I want you to use information overload in the first question without them ever asking, "Hey, I'm gonna get you the rate. I'm gonna get you the term. I'm gonna give you the cost."
Every piece of data that you will need.
Anything and everything that anybody would ever ask about on and even later in the closing cycle, anything and everything. And then I want you to give them so many different options that they're like, okay, help me decipher all this, because now you become a service. It's like going to Thanksgiving. You go there, you're hungry, and then all of a sudden you see all the food and you're not as hungry. Now, if I go to that same meal and there's only a little bit of food, oh my God, I want to get mine as fast as I can. When there's so much food, I lose my appetite. You understand? Same thing with information. When you give people so much information, they lose their appetite for wanting to tear the salesman apart. When there's not enough information, they want to kill you. Okay? Hey, you guys are great. Be great, folks. Be great. Look,
Millionsonthephone.com.
Yeah, check us out.
Millionsonthephone.com.
April 28th.
Millionsonthephone.com.
But let me tell you, do not wait until April 28th. We're running out of spaces. I am going to change the price to $89 tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The pricing goes to, no, I tell you what, tonight at 1 a.m., I'm going to, no, you know what? Let's just do it at 5 o'clock today. 5 p.m. this afternoon. That is in 2 hours. I'm going to change the price to $89.
$89?
It's an $800 product. Ebook. 3-hour webinar for sure. I know I'm going to do 3 hours. There's no way I get out in 3 hours.
2 hours, I mean.
I'm going to give you an ebook. I'm going to give you 21 videos. I'm going to give you an $800 product for $49, and I'm going to go to $89 today at 5 o'clock. Do it now. Do it for your family. Get all your employees on it. You just go to millionsonthephone.com, register there, put in your credit card. We don't even charge you. We just charge your credit card.
And La Visa, baby.
It's tax deductible, by the way. It's tax deductible by the
It's
U.S.
$50,
government.
man.
If
You don't have $50, you got bigger problems. You got bigger problems if you don't have $50.
And I think there's $2 in taxes on it. $2.43 if you're in Florida. If you're in Florida, we had a person say $2.43 in taxes. I'm not doing it. I'm like, dude, I'm also giving a seat on a plane. Okay. Somebody is gonna fly the skies.
Come fly.
And by
with
the
me.
way, on my plane, you can say, I got a bomb on me.
Bomb.
See you tomorrow on the Cardone Zone.
Hey,
by the way, who hates the hustle, Jared?
Man, the only ones that have condemned the hustle are the ones that have given up on the hustle themselves. We'll see you next week.
Today's episode was brought to you by the Comfort Experts. See us for all your heating and air conditioning needs. For more information, visit 1HourAirCarolinas.com. That's 1HourAirCarolinas.com.